What's going on, family? I wanted to take you guys through a thorough voiceover. This is like a typical leg day for me or one of my clients. If you guys didn't know, I'm a certified personal trainer. This is split into 3 parts. So the first part we're going to do today, glutes and calves. All right, let's go.
Yeah, all the hard work that I put in, I'ma make sure that it pay off. On the clock working like all day, baby I ain't taking no days off. Always felt like a misfit, so it made sense when I straight off. Made me a plan, it took discipline, I took me a chance and I took off. Play weak when you strong in all the war, gotta bet on yourself if you want more. All this hustle with a nigga need luck for it. I'ma shine for them nights that I hurt for it. Just to ride this wave need a surfboard. I'ma kill 'em with success cause it hurt more. If you got it out the mud then it's worth more. Chasing bags at the state like I'm on tour. Get that money train coming and I'm on board. Had to make it.
So this is just a template that I created myself that I would typically give to a client or even follow myself if I want to really get it in that day. So we got warm up at the top, high knees. So you can go back and forth, which is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to quite go to the red wall back there, but I'm going to go pretty far because as you can see, she's kind of working down there. So I didn't want to be all in somebody else's space. So typically you would just go forward and back about 3 times. Get your hips lubed up, get your hips warmed up. It's very, very extremely important to warm up before you work out. Even with cardio, for example, say you like to run, it's even good to, do like a little warm up, maybe put it on walk briskly instead of running just straight off the bat. But yeah. Anyways, glutes. Now, leg press, high and wide. So those sets are pretty high and the reps are pretty high as well. That's because you don't have to really go too heavy with this. It's all about really feeling it. So that's just me showing you guys. Keep your toes maybe over the top. It all depends on how your leg press is at your gym, but just make sure your feet are up like above where your knees are. Make sure of that. And as you can see, my hamstring is like kind of flexing as well. So this focuses on hams and glutes. Feet up and feet wide is hams and glutes. So next, let's hit those hip thrusts. So, with hip thrusts, I see a lot of girls like going super duper heavy with the barbell, putting like hella plates on there and going crazy. I mean, that's all good and all that. Like if you can do it, knock yourself out. But me, I like to have like a 40 and I like to have a dumbbell because make sure you squeeze. But yeah, I like to have a dumbbell and make sure your spine and your femur are aligned like a straight line. You don't have to over thrust and like throw the weight up in the air. You don't got to do that. Just make sure your spine is straight and it aligns down your thigh, which is your femur bone. Anyways, yeah, but like I was saying, I see a lot of girls going super heavy. You can if you want, but I just like to use the dumbbell because it's centered. The weight is very centered and it's right there, right above the glutes. So personally, that's just something I like to do. But I mean, however you do your hip thrust, whatever feels good for you, go ahead, knock yourself out. The gym should be a no judging zone, but you also want to make sure you're doing your movements correctly. You don't want to get hurt. You don't want to hurt nobody else. You don't want to be in there, man, just going super crazy. But yeah, man, just do your workout right, just do it where you feel it. Make sure you're squeezing. So next we got donkey kicks, and you can even superset these with the hip thrust. So just go back and forth. So 10 each or to the wall and back 4 times, which is same thing we did with those high knees. Squeeze that butt cheek, y'all. Squeeze that glute because this is glutes. That's what we're working out right now. So make sure you are focusing and squeezing on those glutes. But yeah, man, like I said, back and forth. You can go to the wall and back about 3 or 4 times, and you can superset this with your hip thrust because that just makes you feel it that much more in your glutes. Your glutes will be burning. I'm telling you, your glutes gonna be on fire if you superset these with the hip thrust. You wouldn't think that this is like that beastie, but bruh, look how long that is. That's almost like 100 meters. If you ran track before or something like that, then you should know what 100 meters is looking like. But bruh, that's a long ways right there. And if you're going back and forward or forward and back, that's some work right there. So, I'm just checking on my phone, trying to see what workouts I got to do down there that correlate with what I'm trying to do in this video. Let's get it. That's a band. Y'all are going to see that in the next video or two. So, got to go upstairs to the hip abductors. Look at my girl over there getting it in, and we match twins. But yeah, hip abductors and adductors. So, adductors are the ones that you squeeze. When you squeeze your legs together, those are adductors. The abductors, squeeze and hold. Yeah, squeeze and hold. The abductors are the ones where you spread your legs apart and you're like pushing against the pads. And I wouldn't necessarily say that this is going to like grow your glutes or anything, but we have really small, like thin muscles that are at the hip joint that connect to our femur, that are right there, that we're working when we're doing these hip adductors and abductors. And this working these muscles right here help strengthen our squats, help strengthen just mobility in the legs, period. So if it's anything you can do that's going to ensure that you're working every muscle possible to have a good, healthy body or a good workout, or just keeping yourself, together all the way around, then go for it. So right here is the adductors. We're squeezing. Yeah, squeeze and hold. Squeeze and hold. And to my ladies out there, do not feel bad about having cellulite. I'm not going to say we all have cellulite, but, a lot of us do. So, ladies, you don't have to feel bad. Just rock it, man. You're killing it. You look amazing. I just wanted to let you guys know that, all my ladies out there, and even my fellas, if you guys have cellulite, you look amazing. Just rock it. Just be proud, man. Confidence is like, you can wear confidence better than you can wear some Gucci or some Dior or something. You feel me? So next up we have calves, and we're just gonna bang these out 5 sets until failure. Y'all know what until failure means, just until you can't perform another rep. So I got calves, let's get it. I wanted to break it down for y'all. So we have the gastrocnemius medial head and the gastrocnemius lateral head. So those are the 2 muscles that make up the calf muscle. I just kind of wanted to let y'all know a couple little anatomy terms, because that's what they teach you when you do become a certified personal trainer. So medial is towards the midline of the body, which is, of course, the center of the body. And the lateral is just moving outside away from the midline. So I just wanted to see if y'all knew a little bit about some anatomy. If not, I just wanted to teach y'all a little something, because I know when I like to watch stuff, I love to just learn new stuff. I love taking in new information, no matter what it's about, for real. But if you do love working out, then learning about the body and muscle groups and all that, that should be for you anyway. So part 2 coming. I'm gonna see you on the next video.